Welcome to day 87 of our school year. Alright, let's get down our beginning fraction and think if that numerator is prime or composite. 180 school days is our denominator, and we are on day 87. It's not even, so that won't help me figuring out if it's prime or composite. But if I add the digits together, 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 is a multiple of 3, so that means 3 is a factor. So it has 1 as a factor, 3 as a factor, and 87. It has more than 2 factors already, so it is composite. If you're unsure, you can always check on your prime number sieve. But since it is composite, we're going to actually do our prime factorization for both. Let's see, it ends in a 0, so I can divide by 5. I can get 5 groups of 3 tens, which is 15 tens out of 18 tens. That leaves 30, and that's 6 times 5 is 30. 36 is even, so I can get 10 twos out of 30. That leaves 16, and that would be 8. 18 is divisible by 3. I get 6. 6 is divisible by 3. I get 2. Okay, here I said that 3 was a factor because 8 plus 7 is 15. I can get 3 groups of 2 tens, which is 6 tens. That leaves 27, and that would be 9. 29 is prime, so when we get to a prime number, we are done. Let's list our prime factorization from least to greatest. 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. 3 times 29. All right, let's find our common factors. We have 3 in both. We do have a 2 in here, but we're not looking for common digits. We're looking for common factors, the whole number. So this is not just a 2, this is a 20. There is no 29 down here, so we wouldn't circle anything. So 3 is our greatest common factor. We're left with 29 in the numerator, and 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, times 5 is 60 in the denominator. Okay, let's go ahead and make our groups of 3. You do not have to make your groups of 3 like mine. Just make sure you have 3 in each group, and you keep your shaded separated from your unshaded. Alright, the way I made my groups, I have 3 in each of these rows, so I can count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60 total groups. And 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 are shaded in. So I've done my division with my model. I'm going to go ahead and divide with my algorithm. I have to use my greatest common factor. These always are the same number, and they always have to work for both. You can't just pick one that works for one. It has to work for both. It has to be a common factor. We have 87 divided into groups of 3. I'm sorry, 180 divided into groups of 3, and 87 divided into groups of 3. So let's see. 20 times 3 is 60. Numbers the same. 0 is a game. More on top. No need to stop. More on top. No need to stop. Let's see. 20 times 3 is 60. Numbers the same. 0 is a game. 12 take away 6 is 6. And then 20 times 3 is 60. Numbers the same. 0 is a game. 20 plus 20 is 40 plus 20 is 60. So our quotient is 60. 20 times 3 is 60. More on top, no need to stop. More on top, no need to stop. 5 times 3 is 15. More on top, no need to stop. More on top, no need to stop. 4 times 3 is 12. Numbers the same, 0 is the game. Now you may have already known that 9 times 3 is 27, and you could have gotten there on this section here, but I wanted you to show you that it doesn't matter if you know all your multiples. You can use what you do know to get there. It is faster if you know all your multiples, but you can still be successful with what you do know. I would recommend memorizing all your multiples to get done more quickly, but you can still be successful. 20 plus 5 is 25, plus 4 is 29. Let's check. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since our remainder is 0 for both, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0 it stays the same, I'm not going to actually add the 0. 3 groups of 0 is 0. 3 groups of 6 tens is 18 tens. 3 groups of 9 is 27. 3 groups of 2 tens is 6 tens, plus 2 more is 8 tens. Okay, 87, that matches here, so that checks. 180 matches my dividend here, so that checks. That means my numerator is definitely 29, and my denominator is definitely 60. All right, now let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. Okay, we are in trimester 2, week 6. Today is 12, 18, 19, and our fraction for today is 29/60. Okay, let's go ahead and get out our number line. We did groups of 3. Okay. So we have 23/60, 24/60. Well, that's equivalent to 18/45, to 12/30, to 8/20, to 36/90, to 6/15, and our simplest form 2/5. Okay, we also have 25/60, which is equivalent to 15/36, and 5/12 is our simplest form. Then we have 26/60, which is equivalent to 13/30, which is the simplest form, and 39/90. We have 27/60, which is equivalent to 9/20. That's our simplest form, or equivalent fraction in those terms. 28/60. Okay, that is equivalent to 7/15. That's our simplest form. And 42/90. And then today, 29/60. There's no lines lined up below it, so this is our simplest form, or equivalent fraction in lowest terms. Okay, go ahead and put your number line away, erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.